here we are back with our first top 4 match. After that, it is the finals. Who do we have here?
So we have another Chaos deck, which is not that surprising to see a Chaos deck in top 4. But the other deck is the Zombie Burn deck that we have shown you in round 1 that has made it all the way to top 4.
Wow, the rogue deck's really popping off here. There is the Zombie Burn pile versus the Chaos deck here in this match. Obviously the Zombie Burn pile being piloted by our other national champion, Sebastian Desman here. And we are going, I think, straight into the match. They are just shuffling up here in a second. What do you think? What do you think of this zombie deck?
I think it is very cool. I really would hope that we see more of the burn cards that are in there, because we have not really seen them in round 1.
But in round 1 it was more of a
graceful win than a zombie burn win.
Yes, but our players have shuffled up here. They have drawn their cards. The die roll has already been decided. I don't think we're gonna get life points in a second.
I think they will realize it sooner or later.
Yeah, as soon as you play like the first card that interacts with life points, you're like, oh, where are my life points? And then you get the life points here in a second. But yeah, he's starting off with the upstart. Now you're gonna be like, oh, where are they?
Now they will realize, wait, where are
our life points? Where are life point counters? This is the upstart. Yeah, I think they just scream for like someone to give them a life point counter.
Yeah, I think that's what they are doing right there.
Yeah, they are checking for the life point counter. But it has been quite a fun tournament, like overall.
So far it has been quite a fun tournament.
Not that many like meta decks, a lot of rogue decks, especially here in the feature match area.
In the feature match area, if you were at the event itself, there were a lot of people running the Chaos deck.
Yeah.
But only one of them, I think, has made it to the top 4.
Yes, I think the 3 other decks were all rogue decks.
Yeah, so the other top 4 that is played at the same time is actually a Monarch deck versus the Earth aggro deck that we have seen before.
So we have Earth aggro versus Monarchs, and here we have Chaos versus Zombie Burn pile, I guess. But the game did start, we got the life point counters. Our Chaos control player here selling 3 cards and 1 monster and passed the turn.
Ooh, and we see a Delinquent Duo. So if he does not have Pot of Greed Graceful, he at least has the Delinquent Duo.
Yes.
And right here he is hitting 2 cards, which should have been the last 2 cards in his hand.
Yes, and one of them was a BLS. So Chaos not looking too good right here. Oh yeah, this is a proxy. So there were some issues with getting the cards.
Yeah, that there was like, he borrowed a lot of those cards from this one guy that just left prematurely.
Yeah, so he had to give them back. But this is a wave motion cannon, just so you guys know. This is an activated wave motion cannon. So our first burn card here from the burn player.
Yeah, and it's a very good one.
Yeah, wave motion cannon turn 1 in gold is a strong option.
Ooh, he's getting even more cards, and with those 2 set cards drawing him a card, with the pot now, the Delinquent does not feel that good anymore.
Yes, the Delinquent doesn't really feel that good.
I mean, it gets rid of a Blackluster Soldier, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, as getting rid of Blackluster Soldier is always worth a Delinquent Duo in my opinion. And he also discarded the second card. I think the second card was a Nobleman, if I'm not mistaken.
Might be, and he's flipping the Sinister.
He's flipping the Sinister and attacking for 300. Or does Sinister have 500?
No, it's just 300.
It's just 300 attack. He's attacking for 300 and passing the turn. Yeah, he passed the turn. He didn't do much.
He didn't do much, no. And I don't know why he's flipping Sinister.
I also don't know.
Just risking him to get free damage, which we already talked about. You don't want to give a burn player free damage.
No, I would have just let it set. And there's the Pyramid Turtle. Maybe it is a bait to attack into the Sinister Sun, because he's like.
But he will not. He will attack into the set card, which is just the Dekoichi.
Which is just a Dekoichi. You could have guessed that it's a Dekoichi.
Yeah, you always assume it's a Dekoichi.
It's always a Dekoichi or a Spy. Usually it's a Dekoichi. Here he draws 1 card off the Dekoichi. The Dekoichi does die, just as 1000 defense to the 1200 attack of the Pyramid Turtle.
And he actually decided not to kill the Serpent, which is a very smart move, because the Serpent is not doing anything as long as it is on field.
No, it doesn't. It just activates Engrave, so
Yeah, you
Doesn't
would
really
just
matter.
get it back next turn, so you don't really do anything. So attacking the flip monster, even though it gives you a draw, is the way better choice here.
Yes, definitely. But here we are just waiting to see what the Chaos Control player decides to do. Banish 2? That seems to be a Chaos
we will
Sorcerer.
see the first Chaos monster. Yeah, that's a Chaos Sorcerer.
In defense position. That is good. That is a good play.
That is smart, because if you want to banish, you just do not risk your opponent mirror forcing you with a Chaos Orc in defense.
Yeah, but if the Serpent wasn't in attack, I wasn't trying to attack, the Mirror Force didn't matter. And the card has more attack than defense. So I also like just putting it in attack.
Yeah.
Not that big of a difference unless you want to play around something like Mirror Force that interacts with the battle positions. Here he takes 300 and then passes the turn. Our Wave Motion Cannon going to 2, right? So 2000 damage here.
Which is already very scary.
Yeah, 2000 damage is scary. Picking it up to 2, correct. Checking his back row. Not many zombie cards.
No, but a lot of good one-offs.
Yeah, a lot of good one-offs. Here, activating Pot of Greed, drawing 2 cards. One of the best plays that you can do. It's not even a play, it's just activating Pot of Greed, let's be honest. He's checking his back row again, having a good hard think about what to do. Maybe the Wave Motion Cannon will be sacrificed here.
Maybe it's a good time, because if he just gets a breaker or an MST, it's just gone without doing anything.
Yeah, look at this board. Imagine having a Heavy Storm here.
Yeah, but he is passing.
He's passing. This is quite risky. Passing on 5 set.
Yeah, but to be honest, we have seen him play outs for the Heavy Storm.
That is true.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there is another Judgment or a similar card in his back row. Otherwise, I don't think he would set 5.
Yeah, also he is a national champion, so I do think he thinks about stuff like that.
Yeah, with this board, your opponent only has 1 set. You just set 5 cards with a card to protect your set cards, and you just bait out the Heavy Storm here.
Yes.
I think that's what he's trying to do.
He's baiting, he wants to bait out the Heavy Storm, but our Chaos player probably doesn't have it. This is a Spy.
This is a Spy, yeah.
So flipping the Spy here and going into, what does he do? Spy?
Spy for in attack mode.
Oh.
This once again looks like a very greedy play.
Very greedy if you run into the Mirror Force. Or a Torrential. I don't know, they're checking something.
Yeah, Torrential would be devastating here.
Torrential would actually be devastating here, yeah. What will we see from our Chaos player? Will he attack? Will he think about... Oh yeah, he does attack.
He just goes for the attack.
If he has Mirror Force...
Checking his card, I think there's a Mirror Force.
He's just looking for the Mirror Force probably. And
yeah, there is the Mirror Force. So a greedy play that was
punished, yeah. But it wasn't even that greedy in my opinion. If it was super greedy, he would have gotten the Chaos Sorcerer into attack and attacked him directly.
Yeah,
Luckily,
but doing that against 5 sets is maybe the dumbest thing you can do.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Even if you know that the Mirror Force is in play.
And right now, if you look at the Chaos board, there are 2 sets for him as well. So I think our zombie player is very confident that Heavy Storm is not in his hand.
No. He's Nightmare Wheel.
There's a Nightmare Wheel.
This is
a Nightmare Wheel that will burn for 500 every turn.
And the Wave Motion Cannon should...
And the Wave Motion Cannon should be at 3 here,
Should be at 3, yeah. But I think he forgot. Yeah, this is at 3, now he realizes. It is at 3. But you sacrifice the Wave Motion Cannon here, just to play around something like
let me check the life points. He is on full life, but still with like getting those 3k, yeah, he is tributing.
He's just cashing it in right now.
Yeah.
Not trying
you don't risk it anymore. 3000 is good value for the card.
3000 is where you want to be with Wave Motion Cannon, definitely.
Yeah.
If you have like 2, you can try and just OTK him and go to 4, but he just has 1, so you're just trying to tempo him out, get the damage as it comes up. And the Nightmare Wheel will also tick him down for 500 every turn. But right now they are just not really doing anything. They're just Nightmare Wheeling, just chilling. there isn't really much pressure on the board for either player.
Not so far, but honestly, I think that the zombie burn player is right where he wants to be.
Yeah, he definitely has slowed down the game. In this case, it is the zombie deck depends really what hand you draw. Do you draw a very slow burn hand? Do you draw like a combination of zombies and burn cards, or do you draw just zombie cards? If you just draw zombie cards, you play a more aggro game plan, whereas with the burn cards you play a slower game plan. Obviously, you want to have a combination of both.
You want to have a combination of both,
but that does not always happen.
No, but playing this very slow actually benefits him because the Chaos player is also just setting his monsters, he's not making big plays. So far, the slow game plan works very good for our zombie player here.
Yeah, they're just checking, I think, some type of ruling. Luckily, there is a very good database for ruling.
Yeah, there's a database for every single card in GOAT, which is something that I want to see in the current game for years.
That is something I want to see in every card game ever.
Yeah, that should be standard.
Yeah. Do you know how sometimes you have like this ruling and no one knows the ruling, and then you text like someone just to check up the ruling?
Ooh, have you ever went to a local and booked a Guardian Chimera after summon and then just see all of the judges at your locals just go mad because there's no ruling for that?
There isn't.
There is no ruling for that.
So no official ruling for that.
There's no official ruling, and there is not really any similar ruling how to deal with that.
And how does it turn out?
I don't know.
You have no idea.
I don't know.
All right. We also had this thing where we ran the Final Sigma, the MathMech Final Sigma into the
sphere mode. Yeah, and you just cannot find a ruling for that.
No, I mean, we went to the judge and he said it's fine, you can attack into it, but some players disagreed with that. But the judges said you can, so it's fine. Also no ruling for that. Really.
Also no ruling for that.
But here the Chaos player dropped a Pot of Greed, so he is in a very good position.
Yeah, especially there was a Pot of Greed he got from the Magician of Faith.
Yes.
So it's a recycled pot.
Yeah, and what is that monster next to Chaos Sorcerer?
That is the Magician of Faith.
Oh,
he just flipped it up. Yeah, that was his monster that he set. That got back the Pot of Greed, and having 2 Pot of Greeds in a game is the best feeling that you can have.
Yeah, having 2 Pot of Greeds is insane. But he banishes 2. Does he summon another Chaos Sorcerer?
Yeah, he summons another Chaos Sorc.
Wow. Into 2 back row. If this is a torrential,
that is a torrential, yeah. Wow. Or another Nightmare Wheel.
Or
another Nightmare Wheel here would be very, very strong.
Yeah, he's burning for like 1k every turn, and both Chaos Sorcerers don't do anything, so you just would not summon a monster and pass the turn and just win the game off of that. If you have that. So, does he do anything? Card destruction?
He goes for a card destruction here.
Wow. How many cards is 4? So we don't know what he discarded really.
I don't like card destruction. I honestly don't like the card.
I think card destruction has a time and a place.
Yeah, it does, but it depends on you having a very specific hand that you can discard for card destruction that will give you additional value, because the card itself just goes -1 on paper.
Yes. But if you pair it with things...
If you pair it with things like Thunder Dragon, Night Assailant, it is a very good card.
Yeah.
But playing the card itself, sometimes it just sticks in your hand. You cannot really do anything because you just have too many Chaos Monsters that you cannot discard.
And it is very bricky. And sometimes you don't want to activate it because you know your opponent doesn't have anything in hand he can do.
But we see him activating a Graceful and discarding Night Assailant.
So he gets back one of his flip monsters. I don't know what he got back. Probably a Dequachi, if I would have to guess.
It looks like it, yeah. I don't think he has another Magician of Faith in grave.
But he's taking a big think right here what he wants to do. Does he go to battle phase and attack into... Yeah, he's going to attack.
He is going to attack.
You have to pull on the pressure at some point. Otherwise you're just going to get burnt down by this Nightmare Wheel. Ring of Destruction.
Ring of Destruction on the Chaos Sorc. That is a lot of damage for him.
He had like 3,000 from the wave motion, plus 2,000 from this. And I think Nightmare Wheel ticked once. So he's on very low life points. He's on life support.
Yeah,
you know?
he is on life support right now.
He has 1,500 life points or something. 2,000.
That's another good chance to use Book right there. That's why I like Book.
Yeah, in this case, Book would have been
Book
insane.
would have been insane,
Yeah,
yeah.
just book your own Chaos Sorcerer and avoid that. But he did. Wow.
Wow, he is actually using Delinquent. He is
Holy-
paying for another 1,000 life points.
I think this is the type of play that you have to do if you're desperate.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but because here he's saying, I'm going to kill you next turn or I'm going to lose. That is what this Delinquent Duel says to me.
But I know the problem now is you paid 1,000, your Magician of Faith already attacked, so you cannot switch it to defense. So any normal summon can potentially kill you if you don't have anything in your back row.
Yeah, but with 3 back row set you have to have something.
Yeah, you have to have something, yeah.
Otherwise this play would not make sense if you could not protect one of your monsters by just... Yeah, he's the Pyramid Turtle. If he just attacks into the Magician of Faith and dies, I would be quite surprised. But here's the Judgment.
He has a Judgment, yeah.
Does he have a second Judgment? Does our national champion also have a Judgment? It seems like he's thinking about Judgment.
It seems
it's,
it is even 7 Tools of the Bandit.
It is tools.
So he is actually playing more than just the Judgments to protect his back row.
Yes. So we saw the Judgments as well as the tools. Are they like talking about some kind of ruling? You can't really do anything after that, right? Unless there's like a second Judgment.
Unless there's another Judgment, yeah.
There's 2 Judgments, then that could be a possibility.
Right now, with yourself having a lot of life points, with 1 Chaos Hog already gone, another one on the Nightmare Wheel, him trading 2 cards for your normal summon, I think the zombie player would be fine with that.
Yeah, he attacks into the Magician. This is death if he doesn't have anything. Yeah, this is
He
death.
doesn't have anything.
Yeah,
no.
he had to Judgment it. He thought the Judgment was more than enough, but it wasn't because he had the tools. So our rogue player with the zombie burn pile actually burning down the opponent.
Yeah,
quite
being
well.
1 game up now.
But here he is up 1 game. Our players are shuffling up right now, and we will see you guys in game number 2. Alright, and here we are back in game number 2 of our top 4 with quite an exciting game 1 after us. We'll see how this game will turn
I'm
out.
very curious what cards we will see from side deck, because there is a very heavily played card against Burn with the Mystic Voc, so I wouldn't be surprised to see the card here.
Yeah, Mystic Voc definitely a card that could come in. But starting off with Pot of Greed.
Into a Thunder Dragon. Will we see a Graceful Charity being followed?
Wow, if this is a Graceful Charity, this game is just over on the spot, in my opinion, because
Probably.
there's nothing.
Probably,
you can
yeah.
do. There's nothing you can do. Does he also have the Graceful? Let's see. He
Yeah,
does
there
have the
is it.
Graceful. Wow,
Oh.
that is the
Wow.
best gold combo that you can have.
That is a very bad start for our zombie player here.
Yeah, this is the
We
Bad-
just see probably 2 Thunder Dragons getting discarded,
Yeah, this
getting
is
the full value out. It is even a Sinister
even a
Serpent, that is even better.
I think this is one of the, if not the best start. If he does Delinquent Duo, this is the best starting gold
Yeah.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
But he does not have Delinquent Duo, so there's that.
Yeah,
But he just sets 2 cards and will pass the turn probably.
And right now the zombie player is already behind.
Yeah, he couldn't even do anything.
You know,
He's
he couldn't
already
even
behind.
do anything, and he is even behind.
Yeah, he's down like 2 cards already just from. So first off, from going second, he's down 1 card. But he Delinquent Duo,
He's
so
delinquent duo, so he's putting up a fight.
so this negates the.
But
Pot of Greed.
look at that many cards in hand. He has 6 cards in hand.
6 cards in hand, 2 in field. So this negates the Pot of Greed basically. Ooh, the
Hitting a
triple-
Torrential, which is
Torrential
not the
is a
worst
good-
hit, but now he just discards the Thunder Dragon.
Yeah, the second tornado, which doesn't do anything. He gets the Serpent back, so that's another card he gets back. MST's the one set. That is a good MST in my opinion. Yes, he hits
Yeah. The Phoenix Wing
the
Blast.
Phoenix Wing Blast. what is the next card here? He summons a Pyramid Tile. Pyramid Tile being MVP of this deck,
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
But it gets hit by Night Assailant, so it is not going to do anything here.
Yeah, this is the first time we saw Night Assailant actually do something.
Yeah, yeah.
Which the other times it just didn't do anything. Night Assailant, one of the best spot removers that you can have, since it does target. So
But they're playing it very slow. The Chaos player not even summoning any monsters, just setting a card and then passing.
Yeah, this is another proxy. This is a Giant Red.
This is the Giant Red.
Yeah.
Followed up by Wave Motion Cannon, and he rings the Giant Red, which I'm not sure if you want to keep ring in against the burn deck.
No, first off that, and I don't like ringing floaters that much.
No, it's most of the time not the best play. Especially you have seen the Ryokoki. I actually would keep it for something like Pyramid Turtle, because I think the card that Pyramid Turtle gets, it's just way better than the Giant Red.
Yeah, you always want to destroy the card that the floater gets, not the floater itself.
Yeah, and you didn't even save your life points because you just burned yourself as well.
Yeah, you basically took an attack from the red anyway. But here we see another red, I think, and
that's another red attacking into a Decoichi, but that also could have been the Tribe.
Yeah, it's either the red or tribe. Both of them are proxied in the deck, since those cards kind of got stolen from him. And he activated Wave Motion Cannon. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, he activated
Turn 1 Wave Motion Cannon.
Turn 1 Wave Motion Cannon is where you want to see a Wave Motion Cannon.
Yes, this thing is probably gonna get 3,000 life points out of you. So
yeah.
Snatch, stealing.
And especially what Wave Motion Cannon tells your opponent is that he does not have the time to play a slow game.
No, you have to be fast, you have to be aggressive, or you have to have the out for the Wave Motion Cannon.
Yeah.
But not gonna lie, MSTing a Wave Motion Cannon feels kind of bad.
It does, because it is just a Wave Motion Cannon.
Yeah, life points is just a resource,
Yeah.
but it is quite valuable in this matchup. And I would much rather MST something like I don't know, it's Mirror Force.
Like a Mirror Force, or like cards that we have seen, like Gravity Bind.
Yes, one of those floodgates.
Which, if you don't have any backward removal left, Gravity Bind just destroys your deck.
Yeah, Gravity Bind kind of just sucks, but could also suck for the zombie player if he doesn't have anything to burn you.
Yeah.
At this moment. So here he sets one passes the turn. Here's the walk.
There is the Mystic Walk, yeah.
Here's the walk. Probably going to tribute the monster he stole with Snatch Steal.
Which is very good. You don't give your opponent the life points.
You get some life points, so your clock is not that fast from this Wave Motion Cannon. Yeah, the Snatch Steal gets sent to graveyard. What? Ooh, Nobleman!
There is a Nobleman on the Morphing Jar.
Morphing Jar would have been crazy.
Ooh, and there we see
the Heavy Storm. Completely outing his whole board.
This is where what I like. I like to Heavy Storm the Wave Motion Cannon with something else on the board.
Yeah, that is the way to do it. But Heavy Storm also a one-off, so you don't see it that much. Sadly. Here, what do we get? This is a breaker on an empty board just for damage. We already talked about breaker on empty board. Yeah,
breaker on an empty board is...
Don't like it that much.
Risky. He has the level limit area B, but that will not do anything since breaker still has its token.
Yeah, unless he somehow gets rid of the breaker, I don't see why.
He just passed, so
he just passed.
Breaker will just destroy the card. He's picking up. Yeah. That's it for game number 2.
Yeah, or Chaos player taking game number 2, no?
No, I think it was more of the Thunder Dragon graceful pot combo that took this game.
Definitely. But the breaker destroyed the field and then just double direct this game.
Yeah.
Our players are going to be shuffling up here in a second, but it was quite not an interesting game. Honestly, there were just the one-offs from
there were not that many good plays.
No.
I hope we will see a better game in game 3.
Yeah, I also hope game 3 is going to be more exciting, but our players are going to be shuffling up, and with that, I will see you guys in game number 3. Alright, and here we are back in the game number 3, and we already starting off strong with the Wave Motion Cannon again and the Pyramid Tile from our national champion.
He has the 2 best cards of each individual engine, I would say. Pyramid Turtle and Wave Motion Cannon. You have the zombie part, you have the burn part.
Yeah, now you don't want to destroy the turtle by combat, because then you get the real cocky.
But Tribe discarding the Sinister is a very good way to deal with it.
Yeah, Tribe discarding Sinister is probably the way to do it. Setting one card, passing the turn. This has been quite fast. So they've been playing quite fast, not like game 1 where they were thinking about what to do next.
Yeah.
This is quite fast. Here he goes Pyramid Turtle, attacks into the Tribe Infecting. This play he has done quite a lot.
This play he has done quite a lot, yeah. It is his favorite play of the deck. Attack him with the Pyramid Turtle to summon out the Rio Koki. Right here you have to do that because Tribe is such a bad card for your deck.
Yeah,
with you only running zombie monsters.
Yeah, if you don't have like all the burn cards, you really want to get rid of this Tribe Infecting, because otherwise it will just run off with the game. Also the Sinister Serpent discard.
Also the Sinister Serpent is back, so he gets a free discard every turn.
So you cannot just destroy his whole board every turn and get the Sinister Serpent back for free. Here he has the Rio Koki out, so that is quite a strong board here for our national champion. But our Chaos player here getting back the Sinister Serpent, and yeah. What's he gonna do? He's just gonna set one.
He's just gonna set
He
one
doesn't
card.
have to out for the Rio Koki, it seems.
No, he doesn't. Wave Motion Cannon will go on to 2 counters next turn, so it starts to be a threat with
Yeah,
next turn,
slowly
with
but
taking
surely.
you 2,000
But I
points.
don't think he's gonna let it stay for over than two stacks of the Wave Motion Cannon, or more than 3, sorry.
He has a Delinquent.
Ooh, the Delinquent Duo, it is very strong.
That might change things. He might just leave Wave Motion Cannon on field for 1 more turn.
Yeah, depending on what he discards. One of them is the Sinister Serpent, so he would have discarded that anyway.
Yeah.
So that's a free discard.
That's a free discard, and you want your duo to hit that, because now you can get rid of your worst card in your hand. You don't let your opponent decide any of the discards.
Yeah, he's going to decide to discard the Möbius. I think that is a Möbius. No?
That is a Möbius, yeah.
It looks like it. This is a...
That's an
Exiled
Exiled Force,
That's
yeah.
an Exiled Force.
Exiled Force hitting a Night Assailant. That was his out for the Rio Koki.
And the Rio Koki attacking directly. This is looking very grim.
This
For
is
our
looking
Chaos
very,
player
very
here.
grim. He's on 4,000 life points, and I don't think he will use Wave Motion here. I think he will let it stay 1 more turn, getting those 3k damage.
Yeah, getting 3k damage, and then he just needs 1 more attack from the Rio Koki, and that is game.
Yeah.
Even attacking into a monster would be game, because the Rio Koki has so much attack.
Yes.
2600. He's activating. This is a Thunder Dragon.
Which will, I think, give him his first light target in the grave.
Yes.
So we can see a BLS or a Chaos Sword come next.
Yeah. It looks like he's getting both Thunder Dragons to hand. So there could also be a Graceful Charity coming up here. But very much looking like he's setting up for some kind of chaos play, no?
No, he's not.
He's just setting 1 monster and passing the turn, wow.
Which is, this back row has to do something.
Yeah, this back row has to do a
Because
lot.
I am very sure Wave Motion Cannon will be activated here. Yeah,
Yeah, this is
yeah, we see it.
3000.
This is 3,000, and if he has a normal summon, this might be game.
Yeah, if he has like a Sangan, this is game. Oh, this is a red. This is a red. Just so you guys know, this is a red proxy. It's just gonna attack with the Rio Koki into the flip monster. Is this a Night Assailant maybe? No, it is a Sang.
It's just a Sangan. Taking it safe here, attacking with your stronger monster, making sure the set monster actually dies.
Yeah, he could have played it risky as well, in my opinion. Because the set card has been there for 2 turns. You have already attacked with the Rio Koki, it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what
yeah.
can it be? Probably an MST or something like that. But MST could have gotten activated.
And now it is just 1 more burn card and this game is over.
Yeah, he's on 400.
He's on 400 life.
So 400 life points here.
Yeah,
Ring
and
of
then we
this
see the ring, so that's the end of the game.
ring, And we actually see the zombie burn deck going to the finals of
Yeah,
our
yeah,
Boomer
we
Gold tournament.
actually see Zombie Burn in the finals.
Quite interesting. Not 100% sure if it is the player or the deck.
I think we have to credit the player here because the deck itself does not look like it is completely unbeatable.
No, definitely not. But he did make some very smart moves,
Yeah.
especially with the destroying the wave motion cannon early every time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I do like how he plays the decks. He did play around a lot. I like the deck. I hope this is gonna be a fun final.
Yeah, especially with the results of the other top 4 match, which was won by the Earth Aggro deck. So we will see Earth Aggro facing off against the Zombie Burn in the finals.
So we see you guys in a second with Earth Aggro versus Zombie Burn here in our Boomer Gold Tourney finals.
Alright,